um, I will try to share some of my best thoughts. Um, I will start by saying that no one likes darkness because in the dark one cannot see. But in pure light, one cannot see anything either, because in order for something to be seen, something must be illuminated by light. So light needs dark in order to reveal itself to itself, to reveal its own light. And light, eternal light, pure light, wants to illuminate itself, and therefore it needs the dark in order to illuminate the darkness. And what I am trying to do in this video is to save myself from the dark and to save the whole of mankind from the dark by illuminating them and me. And I will share my best thoughts with you on this channel. And I was reading the Science of Logic by Hegel on page 565, and here are some of the thoughts that I have gathered and written, which are just my current interpretation of Hegel's logic. Difference of light and dark, for instance, is set in the realm of being between what is, which in German we call Dasein, and the other being of the Dasein, the being other, and they are separated by a limit. A limit is that which gives being to the Dasein, to the being there, and to the not being of the Dasein. And that's why leftists in the West want to transcend all borders. They want to erase borders, because borders in the realm of pure logic is that which separates being with the being other, and in order to re-establish absolute being, borders must be transcended. They do in the realm of politics what being itself, by developing into an absolute being, does in the realm of Hegelian logic. So yeah. In the realm of essence, the difference is set with the difference between essence and appearance, phenomena and essence. Things which appear lack being. The true being of appearance is in the essence of the thing, but the essence would not be itself if it did not manifest itself in the world of phenomena. So the essence needs its other, the appearance, in order to be true to itself. So the essence needs to appear. And other differences are that of the whole and the parts, the substance and its accidents, the cause and its effect. And in the unity of what Hegel calls the concept, der Begriff, these differences are one. The whole, the totality, consists in all of its parts, and the whole does not exist outside of the parts or beyond the parts, but it has its existence within all of its parts. So that's why God is all the parts of the world. And the substance, here it's Spinoza's term, the substance exists, consists in all of its accidents, and all human beings are accidents of the one unique substance, and the substance is the totality of its modes or accidents. And the cause, in the sense that God is the cause of the world, the cause, the one cause, the cause of itself, again that's Spinoza, consists in all of the effects which are produced by the cause itself. So God is the totality of all the effects which he has caused. And we have to think these differences into their unity to arrive at the level of the concept. They are not, the differences that I've just mentioned are not opposed as particulars, because they constitute one concept and they cannot be thought of. One cannot be thought of without the other. You cannot think of the whole without the parts, and a cause without the effect, the substance without its accidents. You need to think them in their unity, and that's conceptual thinking, according to Hegel. And then simplicity is in German the Einfachheit, the simplicity of the concept, because the concept is one. The world is complex, and the manifestation of the world is the development of the concept, according to Hegel, and the understanding to understand, to grasp, and to explain the manifestation of the world is the comprehension of the concept and the return of the concept into itself. So it goes from simplicity to complexity, back to simplicity through the work of grasping, conceptually grasping this difference and this multiplicity. And then Hegel says in nature we have genera, genus, genera, that's the Latin word, the genera in English, that's where genetics come from. And with under, so to speak, under the genera, there are the species, and that's where the origin of species or special comes from, as opposed to what is special is opposed to what is general. That's the etymology. And Hegel says we can be amazed at nature and think that nature is wonderful because it has many genera, many species, but we are amazed of this multiplicity because amazement is that which lacks concept. To admire something means to look towards something as something different, whereas the concept grasps into its unity, its own difference. So he who understands everything is not amazed at anything. He understands the totality, and he's calm and at rest. So he says, the logic says that the many species and genera or genera in nature should not be admired, but brought back to the unity of the concept. And then the totality, which is the principle, contains within itself all the determinacies, Bestimmtheit in German, all the particularities are contained within the totality, and the totality is the principle of all the particularities. So God is the principle of all beings, of all particular determinate beings. And then the universality, which is the concept, mediates itself with itself. So the universality can be thought of what is immediate, unmittelbar in German, but its concept consists in mediating itself with itself, namely to reflect itself in itself. That's why the world is the mirror of God. Reflection is a conceptual determination, but also a reflection in the mirror. So yeah, the universality is mediated with its own self. He then says that the universal is the essence of the particular. For instance, mankind or humanity is the essence of all particular groups of men, depending on their nationality, race, gender, belief, whatever. They have one essence in common, and this is the universal. So each man represents in himself the essence of the human condition. And the essence of the idea of man is God. That's why every man contains in himself the essence of God. And yeah, I will stop for now, but I'm just trying to explain Hegel's logic so that you and I can be enlightened by it and remove the darkness through conceptual understanding of the self, of the world, and of God.